Welcome to On the Beat. Today I'm joined by Dr. Andy Barlow to tell you a little bit about him. He served in the U.S. Navy from 1982 until 1986 with an honorable discharge. He is the graduate of the prestigious Carrick Institute of Functional Neurology, author of 3 #1 best-selling books, and national and international speaker, as well as a TEDx speaker on the topic of metabolic syndrome. Dr. Andy Barlow, we are thrilled to have you on the show today.
And Karyn, thank you very much, and it's an honor to be here. And with my TEDx talk, I talked about metabolic syndrome, and it's actually a combination of 5 different risk factors. Like, for example, obesity is one of the risk factors, hypertension, diabetes, high triglycerides, and low high-density lipoprotein. Now, I know that's quite a lot to gather there, but that's what metabolic syndrome is.
And when you mentioned the 5, can you have one? Do you have to have all 5? And
I'm glad you brought that up, because here's what the research shows is that you have to have 3 of the 5 risk factors to be diagnosed with metabolic syndrome. Now, 34% of Americans suffer from metabolic syndrome, and some people can have 1 or 2 risk factors. Now, here's the amazing part: 88% of Americans suffer from some type of metabolic disorder. So,
my goodness, so that's a large portion of the population.
It is.
So what would be somebody's first step to learning more about it?
One of the first steps they could do is just go to my website, drandybarlowdc.com, and that would be drandybarlowdc.com. And also getting metabolic testing, like blood test, also managing your diet, because metabolic syndrome is actually a lifestyle and kind of disorder, meaning that people eating fast food, processed foods, fried food, sugary drinks, these lead to these metabolic disorders. Again, like obesity, diabetes, hypertension, those things are directly related to a person's lifestyle.
And left untreated?
Oh, left untreated, it can lead to cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and liver disease, and things like non-alcoholic fatty liver.
And what would you say is somebody's first step to saying, maybe they're listening today, and they say, hey, I think I've got some of those risk factors?
Well, what they could do, again, is go to my website, and when they come to the clinic, we do a 7-point brain, body, gut exam and have them bring in their last lab panels so we can actually look at their blood work and see if they're suffering with any of these metabolic issues.
And tell me about success stories. I think we always love hearing.
Well, I'll give you one example. I have a guy that's in the clinic right now with trigeminal neuralgia, which is pain in the face, and literally looking at his metabolic markers, within 2 weeks, his trigeminal neuralgia, his face pain, completely subsided within 2 weeks.
And I think, too, somebody would want to look to one of your 3 books. I know that I have read the first book.
Yep.
I want to start with the second book, and I learned so much about what I'm doing wrong.
Okay, well, and it's not just about what we're doing wrong, but it also shows us what do we need to do to optimize our life. And that's more my focus. Instead of just treating symptoms, I want to optimize a person's recovery so they can live their best life.
And we have just a little bit more time. Do you want to tell them where they can get your books, and then also your website
you can,
again?
I've just used the same website, Dr. Andy Barlow, DC. You can see my TEDx talk. You can see my 3 books, my 3 #1 bestsellers. You can actually order them online directly from my website.
Sounds good, and we're really looking forward to when your TEDx talk is published and out there for all of us to view. So thank you.
I can't wait.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
And that's today's On the Beat.